This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Time to see what the monks can do. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Arc the Lad 2. In the last episode, we went to Clinty Isle and dealt with the trials there, the arena that we never got to do officially, but went back and it was okay. It was interesting for an extent. So today we're going to go for the last final little bit of just extra stuff. Not much, really. This might be a short episode, but let's go back to Amaidar Temple after all the nonsense with Milmana and everything like that. I think we could have gone to this right after Milmana if we wanted to do the arena, maybe even before that, depending on the situation. Now, for me, there's not going to be much benefit to coming here. However, if you didn't import the stuff from Arc the Lad 1, then a certain character will be available here if you do this training. So, do you wish to train? Sure. Which mode? You can do survival or time attack. Let's do survival first. Survival mode. Good luck in your efforts. Now what you want to do is you need to at least win 25 or get 25 kills or more to earn the reward. For me, I'm not going to be able to show it because I already have the reward, which I'll show you what the reward is. Let's see. You must select 5 to undertake this trial. Alright. We can do that. So the reward for this is the Emoji, which is how you got him in the first game too. If you did the trials, I forgot. I think you just had to complete all the trials, like which there were I think 8 levels if I recall, and you get the Emoji in that game. If you didn't import him or just didn't get him, you can get him here. If you get him here, you get him at like level 31. And the big reason you want to get the Emoji here is because of the Changara bomb, which I hardly mentioned that like way back when I first got him, but the Changara bomb, it allows you to hit everyone on screen, and at his current level obviously it's not going to be very good, but that's the way you're supposed to beat the trial in Clinty Isle, the one where you have all those slimes. What you do is you choose the Emoji and you just blast it with all the Changara bomb. That's how you do it. But anyway, let's just fight these guys just to show them off. So let's see. Yeah, we'll just use Lisa because I decided to get the Romancing Stone back on her, and I'll leave Poco off of it just so Lisa has something to do. Because I realize she doesn't do much outside of healing and doing very little damage with her knives. So, could I use someone else? I could, but okay. So survival, you get these types of creatures. You get level 81 Ghost Knights, level 90 Assassin Lords, and level 1 Black Dragons for this. Now, what you need to do is basically need to survive till you kill as many people or creatures as you can. In this case, the minimum you need is 25. If you want to get first place, then you want to kill 31 creatures. But first, as long as you get second or first place, you get the reward either way. But I'm gonna get 31 kills just to show it off. Now, this is because this is survival mode, and you have to keep fighting and fighting. The thing is, you can't finish this until you all die. So you have to, at some point, just let yourself get killed. So it's a little annoying to have to do that, but especially depending on what level you are. But you'd be surprised how often, if you don't heal, your HP can go down pretty quickly. So, and I won't even mess with weak enemy and stuff like that. Maybe some Atrophy Horn or something like that. You know, have Lisa cast some Earthquake, you know. Usually for what you want to do if you're at lower levels and you do this, which you could do it a lot later, or a lot earlier in the game. At least I think you have to finish the stuff with Milmana. You might be able to do it a little bit earlier before the story plot indicates it, but whenever you first get to Greyshine. But, yeah, let's attack him. The one a few times Deke will actually hit someone because of his technically being level 1. I think that's why he misses all the time, because technically, despite his stats, he's level 1. And I think the game bases your ability to hit based off your level, I think. That's why Deke's to hit is so bad. That's probably why you want to use Deke as more of a magic user than a melee fighter anyway, so. Yeah, looks like our boy's about to die. I'll heal him a little bit, because I do need to survive a little bit, at least until we get the 31 kills, so. And I'll just, I'll have Lisa heal since, you know. And I don't think if you get experience for this, it must be very low, but I don't think you actually get experience for this. I don't think you get weapon experience either. So basically you're just doing this for the reward, which really isn't, well, I mean, if you don't have emoji and you use monster characters, it's kind of, I guess, worth it. But for me, like, it's really not worth it, especially with the characters I've got. But, and then the other reward you get if you already got the emoji is not really much worth it either, but I'll, like I said, show it off as soon as I get first place. And then we'll show off time mode. At least time mode's pretty quick. That one you need to beat the level as fast, or enemies as fast as you can, and they don't have spawning enemies, so. Oh yeah, and every time someone dies, they immediately, for survival mode, they spawn outside of the ring, so. Will that kill Tasha? I don't think it should. Well, if it does, I was about to say. Oh, did I forget to actually? Huh. I guess I must not have been paying attention with Lisa. Either that or she's really slow. Let's let's use some magic with you. Why not? I'll try to do this as fast as I can. I guess technically using magic is making this take longer because, you know, the spell animation and everything like that. But yeah, or why not? I don't mind using my magic for this. Oh yeah, and then you see the ninjas pop up out of nowhere. Like a gosh darn Jack in the Box. I think what a friend means to say is love is blind. Yeah, I don't want to heal too much just because, you know, I want to actually die at some point because, like I said, I don't want to do this till I get like 100 kills. I don't actually know if there's a limit. As far as I'm aware of, you have to die to complete this. So, so there's no like, oh, if you hit like 99 kills, the game or the game auto ends or something like that. As far as I'm aware of, that's not. I assume at some point the game's got to like bug out or finish because I assume the game can only do so many kills before the in-game memory starts messing up, but I could be wrong. So maybe there technically is an ending. We just it takes a really long time to activate, you know. But I'm trying to think what else to really say about this section because we're pretty much done with the game. Like I said, after this, I'll do the Forbidden Runes, but what I'll do for that is I'm just gonna do what I did for Dark Pod for those who watched it. For those who didn't, basically what I did for the Demon Shop, the last secret area of the game, I basically just recorded the footage and sped it up like ridiculously fast and just talked over it. So, which is what I'm gonna do for that. Hopefully some of the floors don't go by so fast, but basically my job is just to show you the layout of the floors and maybe mention the treasures you could get if you didn't import the Artha 1 data and didn't go through the Forbidden Runes, because you can go through the Forbidden Runes in the first game, grab all the treasure, and import that, and so that's where all the chests in Changara's house is. And if you grabbed all those, then they won't be there in Artha Lad 2 because you already grabbed them. But there are a few treasures you can get that they added for the game, and the dungeon isn't exactly the same. They did add some stuff for the second game to make it a little bit easier to handle for those who who had trouble going through it the first time. I didn't have trouble because I didn't think it was that hard of a game. As long as you have the right items and everything like that, or MP restoratives, it's pretty easy. But you know, for some people, they might have had trouble or didn't want to spend like an hour going through the Forbidden Runes. Actually, I think it's a couple hours it takes to go through the Forbidden Runes, going down the thing and back up. This game definitely made it going through it a lot easier because of some of the save rooms that they added. Well, not save rooms, the ease of exit rooms for those who didn't want to keep going down further. They could leave, but I'll talk about that when I do the Forbidden Runes episode. Even though I just did the Forbidden Runes for the purposes of Choco's storyline, but I didn't actually go through the whole dungeon because I'd already done it. And when you get Choco on your team, you skip to 450, so you don't have to do all that again. I think the game almost assumes you went through the floors 1 through 50 at some point before getting Choco, but I seem to be having a slow time killing these guys. Trying to get that level 31 kills, man. I really should just start spamming attacks or magic so we can get through this as quickly as I can. Because I was wanting this to be kind of a short episode, mainly just because it's like there's really not much for me to say for this episode. I just wanted to show off the Amaidar Temple and the mini game that was involved in it. the first time you come here in Arthalad 1, you can do the multiple tests where basically you fight. I think you have 8 levels and you fight basically just a ton of one type of monster. They also had a quiz game where you can answer questions about Arthalad 1. You got some rewards for doing that, but they took that out of this game. So, or at least the Amaidar Temple doesn't give the quiz anymore. I think there was a quiz for this, but it's been so long since I recorded that part, I forgot when that was in the game. That was probably like a month ago when I did that, you know. I'll admit, my playthrough of this game has definitely not been the most efficient. I thought I was doing pretty good, but then I realized how many episodes it had and how many times I left in battles that probably could have been cut out because we'd already seen them like multiple times, stuff like that. So I could have been a bit more efficient with it overall, but overall, even then though, I'm still pleasantly pleased with this playthrough just in general. I just didn't expect it to take this long. This is almost longer than like my Star Wars RPG playthrough, and that one was like over 100 episodes. And I think those were at 22-minute level recordings. Well, this has been 30-minute recording, so it goes to show Arthalad 2 had so much more content than Arthalad 1 by far. It was insane how much they added for Arthalad 2. That's probably why they made Arthalad 1 so short. They were basically building up for this game. And so it's just more like you play Arthalad 1, you play a little prologue, and then it builds up to the second game. And from what I remember, the third game is definitely not as long as this one. I think the third game is like one of those 20 and 30 hour type of titles. I will eventually play that one, but not right after this game. After however many months I worked on Arthalad 2, I think it's time to take a break from this type of game for a while, for sure. As much as I like this game, it'll definitely be nice to take a break from it and play something else for a while. I don't know what I'm going to play after this. Since I've been playing this for so long, I kind of almost not sure what else to play. Even though there's plenty of games to play, but you know, sometimes you have that. I don't know if people ever have that mode where like when they beat a major project or finish a game, they don't know what to start next because they're like, man, I've been playing this game forever or whatever, and I got something else to work on, but I don't know what else to play. I mean, like I said, I've got like, you know, hundreds of games in my Steam library, and I've got old games from my Nintendo Plus era of games, so I got choices. It's just what would I want to record and play? So, well, I'll think about it. I have a few ideas, but we'll see what happens. So, wondering if I should cure again or not, because we still got, you know, 12 more kills to go before I ouch, everyone's taking a beating. I probably should heal again just because of just because everyone's getting a little weak. I don't know why I'm doing that, because that skeleton's not low enough health to die to the Gale Flash. Oh well. Yeah, I'm just trying to decide if I want to heal Poco, but yeah. And there you go. Okay, yeah, we'll cure ourselves one more time fully, and then after that I'll leave my HP alone and just let people die when they die. Sometimes it's harder to let yourself just purposely get killed. But luckily the enemies are doing a decent amount of damage that I don't have to worry too much about. Letting them kill me when the time comes, so. You and your tornadoes, Mr. Ninja. Why do you cast those tornadoes so? Fly me up into the sky, will you, with those tornadoes? I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking nonsense at this point. Yeah, overall, I hope for those who did actually stick around and watch all these episodes, I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, RPGs and definitely games like this are definitely not the most friendly when it comes to people watching them, just because of just how long they could be, and you know, and people's attention spans are like the size of gnats these days. You know, they're already on to the next thing the next day, so that's probably why RPGs have changed so drastically over the years. They're no longer like most modern RPGs aren't turn-based anymore because most people need more action in their games. So even Final Fantasy's gone the way of action RPGs, like with the way of like Final Fantasy 15, for example. Although I wasn't a fan of that game. I did play it and beat it, but I definitely wasn't a fan of it. Just I don't know, just the play style, the story, and everything just really didn't appeal to me overall. And like I said, it turned into an action game. I'm curious what the game would have been like if Tetsuya Nomura hadn't had actually gotten off his butt and finished the game. The Nintendo Versus, I think is what it originally called, or 13 Versus, or whatever its original name was. Although then again, I almost blame Square management because of just how poorly they managed that game. You know, in general, they could have easily have reined Nomura in, but they never did. So I don't know why I'm talking about a different game while playing Art the Lad. It's because there's not much to say about this while I kill dudes. I guess I could have sped this up or skipped it and shown the end, but since this is all the episode's gonna be, I was just like, well, we'll just play as this. I'm getting a bit unlucky. I usually start getting a bunch of black dragons that are really easy to kill for like near at this point, but I guess they just didn't spawn. So, oh well. Yep. Just get a divine judgment on him or a light attack, and boom, there you go. Yeah, way too many skeletons. I don't want to fight skeletons. I don't like them. I don't want them. Alright, yeah, let's get a fine. Oh, nope. This is what happens when you press the button too fast, folks. You choose a target that you didn't actually want to fight in the first place. So. Ow. Stop it. That hurt. More tornadoes. I guess I could have brought Shantae to put him to silence them so you know, they wouldn't keep blasting me with tornadoes. Oh, there's some black dragons. Yeah, let's just attack this guy. Really? Come on, man. Yeah. I think we should be able to do enough on these guys to be able to not heal at this point, so I don't think I should worry. And then we'll just let the guys just waste my turns and just let them attack us. So. And it's helping that I don't actually have like my group, most of my group equipped with armor, so I've equipped them with those like weak items, so they've been able to just take the hits pretty easily. So I'll probably change that when I go into the final dungeon. I'll probably actually give everyone officially armor so they can actually survive some hits, because I'll need it against the final boss. So almost got him. Yeah, I think I'll let Ark and Poco bite the dust. And technically, I don't have to get first prize for this. You know, it's not that big of a deal. It's just I just wanted to show what the first prize is for this. So yeah, just keep wasting all my magic. Almost there. And then we'll just let them let the good times roll after that. Let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Man, even when I want those guys to get beaten, they're not letting me. See if that's enough damage to finish him off. Nope, not quite. Almost. I mean, it was easily gonna beat the Black Dragon because, you know, reasons. Yeah, we'll beat this last skeleton and then we'll let them finish me off, so. Oh, come on, guys. There we go. There you go. Alright, 31 kills. Now we've gotten first place. Even though we didn't really need to do this, so. Yeah, I'm just gonna waste my turn, so. Gonna let them finish me off. No, excuse me. Man, just finished mowing the lawn, so whatever pollen's been out there. Luckily, I didn't get a sinus headache, which is technically what I tend to do. Oh yeah, Ark, he falls over and his headband falls off. So I do like how each character has their own unique death animation. It isn't just them disappearing; they actually do die, you know, or in a idea that's unique to them, you know. Sometimes Poco will say like sayonara. Same with Tosh. Sometimes he'll say sayonara when he gets killed. I don't know what else they're saying. All I understand is sayonara. I don't know Japanese that well. I'm not a weeb, so. Shouldn't be too much longer. Good thing I didn't. Too bad good thing I couldn't bring Choco with me. Otherwise, that'd be very obnoxious with a 500 HP level character. You know, taking forever to die. Or I guess a good thing I wasn't super efficient with my necklace use and strength of fruit use. I guess, well, I said at one point strength of fruit does raise your HP, but it's only about like 1, so I never noticed the major difference between equipping and non-equipping. Really the big thing is the necklace is the big one you want for the purposes of raising your HP per level. Oh, there goes Tosh. Yeah, Tosh just falls over. Then we'll see what happens to Deke. Oh, he still got a bit of HP left. There we go. Oh, his AI escapes to live another day. I almost never see Deke die, so I actually forgot that that's what happened. He sends off his mechanical brain to away. So, oh, and she disappears just because the training, the way that training setup works like that. So, you have demonstrated your fantastic skill. Your record is now first place. One of skill to yourself surely deserves a great reward, and we have saving this for just such an occasion. Yeah, sure. Anti-emoji plus 7. Yeah, that's not that great. Okay, so really need to get rid of an item. Let's see. I need to keep the drowned axe. I think I can get rid of the zebra axe actually, or the battle axe. I don't need that actually. Yeah, let's drop the battle axe. Okay. I pray this allows you to overcome the evil ones faster. But yeah, if you didn't have emoji, this is where you'd get it. So, oh, and the skeletons walk across the screen to show, you know, solidarity and you doing what you're doing. So, all right, let's do the time attack. That one won't take me nearly as long because you have to actually beat the monsters within a certain time frame. If you do the time attack, you get the same reward either way. So you can choose to do either or. Obviously, I prefer the time attack because the survival mode doesn't get you really anything. Like, you do get some money, but you don't really get much in the way of experience or anything like that. So, at least time attack, you're just like, beat these guys in actually, I think technically 5, or is it 3 minutes? I think it's 3 minutes is the maximum before it auto ends, I believe. To get the best reward, you want to do this under 2 minutes, which we can do pretty easily. So, although the enemy types are different in this one, so let me show it off really quick. Yeah, timer still goes even when you look. So you get 79 Ghost Knight. You get 79 Ghost Knight, a second level Ghost Knight, a 84 Assassin Lord, a second level Assassin Lord, and 88 and 70 Black Dragon. So you probably wouldn't want to use magic just because it would take too long. But well, I did lose out some time from checking their stats. So, but I think I should still be able to beat this in a reasonable time. At least within 2 minutes. I think my personal best is like 1:17, I think, or something like that. I could probably get a lot faster, but I don't really care that much. Tosh here. Usually you don't block, so that's bullcrap. Whatever. Oh, actually, probably, like I said, probably shouldn't use magic, but I'm going to anyway. So, just because it's hitting multiple characters at once, so. And since I get all my stuff healed, I don't mind casting as much magic as I want, so. I'll just do that. Might have to pause until we can get to Tasha's turn, so that way I can I was like, Deke, don't actually do your counter ability. So, oh well. Maybe. I was about to say, might be able to finish him off. Okay. I was about to say, don't block. And there we go. Got in minute 45. Like I said, I can get a minute 17, but I didn't care that much. I just wanted to show how you get the best score. Dragons tremble at your footsteps. Your skills have put you in first place. If you didn't already get Himoji, you would have gotten them here, or the Himoji +7, but no, I already got them, so I guess I should show off what the skeletons actually do when you get the first place. Ninja comes in, does some damage as well. I'm surprised they added this whole animation for a chart that really isn't that important. Like, most players probably would just press X and skip past this, you know? Anything else to do? Oh, we got multiple ninjas. Who's gonna take care of the ninjas now? Oh, black dragons. Hit them with their tail, or something similar to that. Perhaps it's something vulgar. Actually, they look more like wyverns than dragons, because they actually have their wings are. Usually, dragons have their front and back paws and their wings, even though technically that's not how flying creatures would work. But still. Oh, who takes over for the black dragons though? Oh, skeleton. Does it just kind of isn't an endless loop of the same 3 monsters that you fight in this arena? It probably is, actually. If the skeletons pop up, I assume that's going to be that again. Yep, okay. It's just doing that, so. Okay, cool. No, I'm good. So that's it for all the extra stuff in the game. Last thing I'm going to do is the Forbidden Runes. I don't know. I might have to take a day or two break from the recording just to set it up to do it. But basically, it's just me fast-forwarding through all the content, which means I'll have to play through the game straight. I might have to split up into multiple episodes depending on how long it takes me. Although some of the floors you can get by really fast by just going straight for the stairs, because you don't have to fight the enemies on the floor. As long as you get to the stairs, you go to the next floor, which kind of like with when I showed you during Choco's thing. Although I fought everything on the floor just because I needed the experience for the characters and everything like that. So, nope, no more experience. So, hope you'll join me for the Forbidden Rune stuff. If not, it might be like 1 or 2 episodes, and then we'll be back to the finale. So, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.